Hello and welcome back, guys. This is Ibrahim Quraishi here, and today we are going to continue the topic, the vCenter administration. So we are going to look at the admin console. So I hope you remember that we did the installation in the last session. It was a quite lengthy session, and we covered a lot of topics. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Ibrahim Quraishi, and I'm delivering a VMware beginners course for free on YouTube here for VMware latest version 7. So be sure to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so that you get all the updates, and check out my blog agileops.co.uk. You can also reach out to me at Twitter at Ibrahim Quraishi. Launch vSphere client HTML5. Enter the password using administrator at lab.vsphere.local, which is the SSO which we have. This is the HTML5 client. As you know already, we have created a data center called Data Center London, and we have created a cluster here called SA London, and you can see the ESX host here. As you can see, the vCenter is seeing the CPU and the memory. So used is 18 GB, storage is quite available, so you can monitor the resource like this. What I like about the web console is if you go on the menu, there is a home which you can click. This basically gives you a overall idea of your resources, how they are being consumed. And also at the bottom here is the recent task and alarms which you can monitor. So there was a critical alarm at 5 o'clock about PSC service health alarm, and these are the recent tasks. Again, you can use these arrows, down arrows, and then expand our view. So don't worry, you can still get them back by pressing these arrows here. So I can see that I have only 3 power on machine, I have 26 powered off machines, suspended machines are none, 1 host only, and what else? So I have quite a few plugins which I can install, which it is asking me to do that. So this is the home page. Now another thing which I wanted to show you guys was the dark switch theme, which shows the darker theme. Now the advantage I have seen for this theme is specifically when we are looking at a problem. Example, if we are monitoring our one of the servers, say for example I'm looking at my vCenter server. Now there's another cool look. So this basically layout is like HTML5 layout of the previous version. What I can do is I can switch it to a really cool layout. So you can see this is pretty much how the 6.7 layout looks like. But if you look at the button here, and if I say switch to new look, instead of just getting resources like this, look what's happening. So I got the powered on view as well, and then I can customize my view. I can add more things, I can remove the things I don't need. I can say I need to know what is my hardware, and I can select that. At the moment it's all latest, so basically it's not giving that. But as we go down, we can see the CPU usage capacity, the VMware hardware. So it's basically showing us how much its thin provision disk is using 12 gig memory. Another thing which I liked about this was this snapshot. So it basically records any snapshots and it shows us here, which is really convenient because before we did not have this option in 6.7. It was always tricky to find out. You need to right click and go to manage and see whether we have any, but this layout basically gives us what we need. Also shows us related objects, which basically says us which cluster it is running on, which host it is, and which network it is connected, which storage, which is really cool. We can add or assign tags, and we can see the tags here. All these are basically customizable. You can have them added or removed as you would wish. So I don't want custom attributes, don't want nodes, I don't want tags. So then I get a very simplistic view of what I need. If I don't need anything, I just get rid of them. Let's reduce the size so that we can have a good idea. Now let's have a look at the let's have a quick look at the monitor, and I'll try to prove my point about the theme which I was talking about. So if we go to overview and advanced, so we are actually going to look at the performance of this particular virtual machine. So this is the real-time performance, and this is the real-time performance of memory. As you can see, the theme is white, and so last day, so there you go, it was installed at 3 in the morning. Yes, I'm like that. I got from 3 in the morning to do this work. Quiet time of the night really, when kids are sleeping. So but the interesting thing we will find out is when we are seeing CPU and when we are looking at something which is busy slide like this real time. And what you will notice is as you start selecting these things, it will become difficult sometimes to read. So then you can go here and say switch theme, and there you go. This gives you a really different sort of look. It's quite pleasing to the eyes, especially I work in the night time, and you know, it's having a bright screen does affect your eyes. So this looks really nice. I guess it's in trend these days. Obviously all the modern applications are doing it, like Twitter has it. There are other tabs here which is like configuration, which is around the configuration of that particular VM, permissions, who has permissions to access this. You can give more specific permissions. Data stores, it's running on the local storage at the moment anyway, but you can obviously see these things, and network and snapshot here as well. So network, we have VM network only. I don't have multiple networks at the moment. There isn't any snapshots running here. No snapshots. So we have two options here. One, to get to the console. Web console is the default one, but we have a remote console which basically is more flexible and it allows you to manage the virtual machine with a better fashion. So I'll just show you. Launch remote console, and then you can click on launch, and then it basically launches in a different window. Later on, I have already done a video on how to basically install remote console. Check it out, because it doesn't look at as the remote console is installed here, because this is a brand new vCenter, so we will need to first install it. So the VMRC VMware remote console has opened in the background. We just need to select always trust this and continue, press continue. Because it's been so late, it is asking the login credentials for accessing this. Then we could have just given remember. As you can see, we have now got access to the VCSA, which is vCenter Server Appliance, and this here is the VMware remote console. If you are using the remote console for the first time and you are having problem launching it, then you might need to install it. You need to either download it from vCenter, or you should be, if you have access to the internet, you should be able to launch it from the vCenter server itself to download it and then install it. I have done a video on how to install VMRC. Do check out the related videos and I will put that link on there. I think I'll wrap up this session now, and thank you very much for watching. Question of the day: what versions of vCenter can be upgraded to vCenter 7? Options for you: A, vCenter 5.5, vCenter 6, vCenter 6.5, or vCenter 6.7. So let me know which vCenters are able to upgrade, and there are two correct answers, just to let you know. So comment on below and let me know, guys. Do check out my blog and follow these step-by-step instructions for vCenter if you haven't done it so. If you are struggling with ideas for your lab, message me on Twitter. My handle is Ibrahim Quraishi, @Ibrahim Quraishi. Send me a direct message and say hello, and let me know if you have any problems with setting up your lab. I'll see what I can suggest you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell so that you get new videos directly notified when I update them. And enjoy watching and keep sharing, guys. Cheers, bye.